Welcome to Kristin's Crafting Corner, where creativity knows no border.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of crafting at Kristin's Crafting Corner. I know I did a lot of the mini-verse stuff and everything while we were gone on vacation, so I hope you guys enjoyed those. And today we're finally going to make the gift. You guys are going to see this a couple days later than normal, so I apologize. I did posting this a couple days after because it is a wedding gift. So the wedding was on Friday, so I didn't want to post it and her possibly see it, all that stuff. So you will be seeing this after the wedding, so then it's fine. But we are going to go ahead and make a floral arrangement, and it is going to be white and purple, specifically trying to do a little bit more like lavendery colors and stuff, because that's what I was told. She likes lavender and she likes tan. Now, you can't really do much for tan flowers, so we are going to decorate the bucket with the tan, possibly with this. I don't know. I have some other things too that we might be able to use, but here we go. I have already cleaned it. There's one of those ones with the rope around it, so I just went ahead and cleaned it ahead of time. Ugh, there's still a little bit of stuff, but hopefully that will get covered. And then for the I don't know what you call it, like the stuff that you fill in down here and everything, obviously we will have our foam blocks. I am going to put a little bit of these black rocks on the bottom just to give it a little weight, just so it doesn't easily like tip over. But we're just going to use some reindeer moss to kind of just make it look more full down there. I couldn't really find anything that would match the purple and white. I know I could have done like white stones and everything, but it didn't want it to be too heavy either. So we're just going to stick with the moss. Okay, I'm going to do my best to keep it here. I had to put my phone camera off to the side. Yeah, there is still some of that stuff on there, but all right. I have my, oh goodness, it's stuck over here. My low heat glue gun to hot glue these into the bucket. So this helps to not melt the foam compared to the hot glue gun, but you have to use it very quickly because I will say it does harden quickly. So I'm doing 2 just so there's less, like I don't have to go down as far. But we're gonna go ahead and put some of these rocks. They're just called decorative accents. They're just pebbles. So I have a couple different colors, but we're gonna do black because you're not gonna see it. But not all of it. We're just gonna do a little bit. All right, so we're gonna pour a little bit of this in here. So as you see, there's like I said, I don't want it to be heavy or anything. I just want it to have a little weight on the bottom to keep it more stable. So that should be good. It's about just a little under the top of that. Make sure those don't spill. And then let's get our next glue, black glued on there. This one squeezes in a little bit better, but I just want to make sure they're stuck together so that it doesn't go anywhere. So there, we have that, and we don't need our glue gun now because, like I said, I don't know if you guys have seen my Christmas one. If not, go back and watch that if you want to see how I made that beautiful bucket. But there we have it. There's the start. It's not going anywhere. Oh my gosh, sorry, hot glue everywhere. Sometimes I will put the filler in first. It really just depends on what I'm using. But I think with this, I'm just gonna wait and I'll put it in at the end. So we're gonna start with the purples. So I have a few. I have this lovely purple. I can't tell if you guys can see that. I apologize. I have these tall purple ones. It was very hard to find just like lavender color shade things. These purple ones. So I did get a few that have some lavender like on it. So I got these purple ones and then these purple ones. So we're going to try those in there. I'm going to get them cut apart. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you guys real quick. So I use these little tin snips. And I always fold these down all the way as far as I can. All of this stuff is just from Dollar Tree. And then I cut them off. I usually cut them all off, whether I use them all or not, just in case. Okay, I got all our purples cut up. Some are definitely better than others, so we're going to start with these. Well, I have the most of these, so we're going to start with those and get those in there. And this is the front, because here's the seam is back here. So I'm just going to stick them in kind of at random. I do like that these at least have that little like lavender color right on the top. I know it's probably hard to see right now, but I do find that really pretty. And that helps it match what we need. So there we go. One in the middle. This one is really tall though. Okay, we're gonna trade those out. Just because that one is super tall. That'd be better as a middle flower. Alright, 3 more. Let's put those in. And I just fill in until I think it looks like full enough, basically. Normally I do have 2 of each flower, but it was very hard to even find tall, skinny flowers with lavender. So, this is what it looks like so far. We're going to add these little lavender ones next. Okay, those are in. Let's do these guys next. I'm not going to do all of them. Some of them are pretty rough looking. So here we go. Okay, so I only used 3 out of the 5, and I just kind of put one every so often. Those little petals just keep falling off though. So I did not use, like this one is almost completely bare, and this one did not have much left on it either. So we're not going to use those, but that's okay. Just like, I only have 2 of these, and this one is actually missing that middle section. So I might just take it out of there because that's where all the rest are. And just put this one that's missing one in that, since that's for my house. So let's put our 2 of these in there. Okay. I stuck those both, oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit you, in the middle, since there's only 2. And now all that is left are these ones, and they have a little bit more of a lavendery top, just like these other ones, just a little darker, and a little yellow, which will help bring out some more colors. I will show you guys this one, sorry. So hard part sometimes with them being tall is, obviously you don't want them to overpower, like cover other flowers, but that's just sometimes what happens. And then we will be adding white flowers. That is our other color. Just making sure these all get pushed down in there really well. So yeah, just turn in place. Maybe. Okay. That's all right. I just can't get it down very far, but it happens. Like I said, just keep going until it looks good, until you think it looks good. Oh gosh. There's so much greenery in here, I can't even really see what I'm doing. Which is fine, not a huge deal. Alright, I got one more. Except this one is having some issues, so we are going to put it right here. And kind of stick it in like that. So, there we have all the purples. So, let me find the seam. So this is the front. And then, I'm going to go ahead and cut all the whites, but I'll show you what we have. So I have some of these fun little things. And then we have little white flowers. I did get like 3 of those just because it was one of the only things I could find that's small. I do have these ones that I used in that other one over on the table as well, but they almost are more of an off-white. They're not quite as white, so I don't know if I'm going to use them. And then I did get these, but these might be too big, so we'll see. I don't think I'm going to cut those apart right now. I'm just going to worry about cutting these. Okay, I only cut up one of them for now, just because I want to see what it's going to look like. So we're going to actually put those in first. So I'm going to go ahead and get those in there. I think some of the issue is the glue that I used. So it's like just kind of getting stuck in that and won't go down all the way. But I don't want too much white because white was not one of the colors that she said. So I really just want it more as a little bit of accent in here and to help fill it out more. So I don't want it to overpower the purple. So let's try those 3 and then some of these guys on the edge. I got white there, so let's try some right here. Now here's the thing, is can I get through all of this? Yes. But I think that sticks out too far. So I'm going to have to cut a little bit off. Normally it doesn't bother me, but I want these to be a lot lower and like in there, like that. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of go on the opposite sides of where we put the other ones. And I'm just going to try and find like the best looking ones out of all of these. So we'll do one here. Yeah, I'm like definitely hitting stuff. There we go. I do have tweezers I could use, but you know. Okay, so there's that one. And then we're going to put one more. I'm going to slide this guy over a little bit. That way we can put one right here. All right, let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think this one's the best one out of what I got. Left, oh gosh. Hold on. Sorry, technical difficulties. I accidentally popped it off of there. All right, so we're gonna stick that one. Nope, I gotta cut it. I don't usually have to cut them, but again, like I said, they gotta go far enough down. Okay, just like that. It's kind of entangled in itself a little bit. There we go. There. I love that. I think this one's still, I don't think it can go down any further. It can't. So that's okay. That's okay. I think that's all right though. Okay, so this way I can actually show you guys better. So this will be the front. To me, I'm still thinking maybe we need one here though of the white flowers, or I just need to pull the, yeah, let's put one in there real quick. Hold on. Let me get the shorter one. I mean, I can't see that one as much right this second, but we're gonna get the shorter one in here. Just to add a little. Okay, now. So this is the front. Oh yeah, that's better. I do like that. So I think that's gonna be good. Now we'll work on the decorating this. So I really hope she likes it, even though I added the white in there. It needs something more than just purple. And hopefully she's okay with some of these other purples, because lavender is her favorite, but did have to do something. Okay, sorry, I did a little finagling. Now it looks a little bit more balanced. I was finding a lot of stuff, like the back's not as big a deal, but I just wanted the front to look a little more balanced. So now we can decorate. Okay, so I decided to go with this ribbon for the tan. The other one was just too big and looked weird. But I also have this lovely double-sided tape we're going to try using to put that on so I don't have to use hot glue. And we'll see how this goes, because I have no idea how this is going to go. So here we go. Okay, got one side of the tape onto the ribbon. And then I just got to peel it, and I think this one's going there. Yeah, that one's about. Just making sure I get the right piece, because that would not be good. Now here's hoping I can get this peeled. Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh no. Wait. Aha. I also got this at Dollar Tree, which is kind of surprising, honestly. But we are going to start at the back to make this easier, because we're just lining it up. Oh, this stuff is super sticky. I love this. Look at it. Oh, this is way easier than gluing it. And you can still like pick it up and adjust. Oh yeah, this is so much nicer. And way easier, and you don't burn your fingers. And it's like not detectable, which is great also. So then I am going to cut the excess off. I want it to overlap a little, but not too much. So there. That made that so much easier. So there's the top one. We're going to put one around the bottom. We'll do the same thing. Okay, guys, there it is. I'm going to just leave it plain, I think. I was going to try and put, oh, let me show you this part. Some of these little, like, pearl, oh gosh, things. I got stuff stuck to it already. I was going to try and put some of those on, like, up in here, but honestly, I think to be on the safe side, we're going to just keep it simple. And then if they would like, she wants to decorate it a little more, she can. But yeah, so there we have it. There's our purple with tan And we obviously some white. And I really hope she loves this. I was very nervous to make something, but I'm sure it'll look really good in their house. I hope. Anyways, if you guys want to see more floral arrangements, but in maybe other types of glasses, jars, stuff, I don't know. I got all sorts of different things we could try and make them in. Let me know down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you want to see the other one I made, it was from Christmas, go check that out too. I'll link that, or I'll put that on in the videos at the end. And yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye.